What's up guys, I'm Roger, aka Rodman, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we're going to be talking about 5 RPGs that you need to play ASAP, man. If you like virtual video gaming content, if you like anime, sports, all that stuff, consider dropping us a subscription to the channel, man. We're growing. I'm really proud of the channel. Since my semester ends with college soon, I will be uploading pretty much daily during the summer. So let's get right into the video. The first game that I have on the list is, of course, my personal favorite video game of all time, Earthbound. A lot of the content on my channel is about Earthbound. I think that this game it's not flawless, of course, but I believe that this is a must-play RPG, especially in 2022. We have so many dark games like Dark Souls, Elden Ring, there's so many violent, dark games that are also really difficult. And sometimes I do think you need to take a breath of fresh air from those type of games. And Earthbound is your perfect video game for that. Of course, Earthbound is a story about 4 chosen heroes who are tasked with defeating the evil entity known as Gygas. It has amazing music. It has a really cool combat system, as you see on the screen here. It has amazing characters, and overall, it's just a really good adventure that I believe that if you enjoy RPGs, you 100% need to play this game. Earthbound is now available for Nintendo Switch as well. So there shouldn't be an excuse why, you can't play this game. Even if you don't have a Switch, you can always emulate this game. If you want to buy it on the Super Nintendo, which that's what this game is on, it will cost you a lot of money because this game is quite rare now. Well, not as rare as people think it's valuable, but not to ramble on, I believe this game is a very good lighthearted game to kind of get your mind off of all the violent, difficult games you've been playing. So Earthbound for the Super Nintendo, you need to play this game ASAP. Now, moving on to the next game. Now, the next game I have on the list, and I'm going to spend a little bit more time talking about this game as I did Earthbound, since I have plenty of other Earthbound videos on my channel that you can check out. But right here, I have the original OG Final Fantasy VII for the PS1. I mean, this is up for debate, but I truly believe that Final Fantasy VII, this version that you see right now for the PlayStation 1, has to be the top 3 greatest RPGs ever to grace this planet, ever to be released. It's done so much for the gaming industry. Like, why do you think we're seeing all these edgelords, edgy main characters? It's because of this man right here, Cloud. Final Fantasy VII. Man, I can literally talk about this game for hours and hours and hours. It has a great story. It has great characters. It has amazing music. And this video game is virtually available for every device. You can literally play this game on your iPhone. You can buy this game on the App Store. There is no reason why you shouldn't play Final Fantasy VII, bro. I know there's a lot of people who want Final Fantasy Remake Part 2. I did a video on that. I'm going to link it in the description. But people want Final Fantasy VII Part 2 so bad. But I'm like, hey, in the meantime, why don't you play the original? We have the full story. We have everything right here. So if you like JRPGs, if you like amazing stories, if you like good video games and RPGs, you need to play Final Fantasy VII. It has done so much for the gaming world, for the JRPG genre. It has some really difficult boss fights if you don't cheese them, like Emerald Weapon, Ruby Weapon. Has some pretty cool side quests as well. You can customize the characters wherever you want by using materia. For example, if you want Cloud to be a white mage, he can be a white mage. If you want Aerith to be the tank, you can have Aerith be the tank. I really love that aspect about this game. I think it's really dope. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Final Fantasy VII. You need to play this game. It's on Steam, it's on PlayStation, and I'm pretty sure it's on Xbox now. It's on iPhone, it's on Android, it's on Switch, it's on literally everything. Shout out to Lacry on YouTube for providing the gameplay. Now moving on to the next video game. Now I'm going to talk about a game that I believe is severely underrated now in 2022. I don't hear a lot of people talking about none other than Chrono Trigger. Chrono Trigger is an amazing game that is kind of circled around time travel and pretty much defeating an evil monster that's going to destroy the planet in the future, so you have to do what you have to do in time to stop him. It's a really great game, has really good bandit characters, amazing music, amazing graphics for the Super Nintendo, and amazing battle system. And if you didn't know, if you're a fan of Dragon Ball Z, Akira Toriyama actually designed the characters for this game and made the artwork for this game. And the person who made like the story and whatnot is the creator of Dragon Quest. So this game has some heavy hitters, and it was a huge success. Everybody loves Chrono Trigger. And one unique thing that I love about Chrono Trigger is not a super long game. You can beat this game in about 10 hours. I do advise playing the DS version though, because there's a lot of optional things that you can do at the end of the game that is not available in the Super Nintendo version, like optional weapons, optional bosses, optional dungeons, things like that. And to be honest, Chrono Trigger is a pretty easy game, so that added challenge I believe will enhance your experience. But I was going to make a completely separate video about Chrono Trigger, just talking about it, playing it, things like that, because I believe that this game deserves more love than what it's getting now in 2022. This game right here is one of the greatest games ever to grace this planet. If you look up top 20 RPGs, Chrono Trigger will be on there, but not a lot of people are talking about it, man. But yeah, Chrono Trigger, Super Nintendo, you need to play this game. Now, the next game I have on my list, man, is of course Kingdom Hearts 2, man. Oh man, this game is just so amazing. Now, I believe that you should play this game honestly solely based on the amazing combat system. I think that Kingdom Hearts 2, and I'm not gonna lie, this guy's getting his ass kicked. This guy's getting his ass kicked by Roxas, man. But anyways, listen, Kingdom Hearts 2 is a really hard game, and I think out of all the games I've played, this has to be the most fluid and just best combat system out of any game. Look how fluid this is. PS2, hard boss battles. I'm not gonna lie though, the story in Kingdom Hearts is extremely confusing though. And if you do start off by playing Kingdom Hearts 2, you would be starting off a game behind. So I do advise, if you're gonna play Kingdom Hearts 2, to go ahead and play Kingdom Hearts 1. But if I had to choose between the two, if you had one game to play, it definitely would be this game. This game is just amazing. It has super bosses. It has different modes, different play styles you can play as. If you want to do a magic build Sora, you can do a magic build Sora. If you want to do a a run of the game where you are on level 1 only, which is ridiculously hard, by the way. You have to be insanely good at the game, but if you want to do that, you can. If you want to cheese bosses by using limit form, you can do that. But this game is just too iconic. Everybody knows Sora. Everybody knows Kingdom Hearts, Donald and Goofy, the Disney collab game, which is Kingdom Hearts, man. You need to play this game, bro. Especially if you're a big Disney fan. If you're a big Disney fan and you love JRPGs, why haven't you played Kingdom Hearts? Come on now, let's be real. But yeah, this is a great game. I'm really excited for Kingdom Hearts 4. Hopefully it was better than Kingdom Hearts 3, because I didn't really enjoy the game like that, to be real. For Kingdom Hearts standards, of course. But I have a good feeling about Kingdom Hearts 4. I have a reaction to the trailer on my channel if you want to check that out. But moving on to the last video game. Okay, for the last game I have my favorite Zelda game, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Now, this can be a little bit subjective, because let me know down in the comment section. I really want to hear you guys' opinion on this. Do you consider The Legend of Zelda an RPG game? Me personally, I do consider Zelda an RPG game, because you're playing the role of a hero. There's a million different ways you can do the puzzles. There's a million different ways you can fight bosses. There's a million different ways to do combat, and there's so many different ways you can beat the game. I do consider this a role-playing game. If you do play Majora's Mask, I highly recommend playing the original version though. Play the N64 version, get an emulator, play the GameCube version of the N64 version, because the 3DS version is not that good. There's a lot of reasons why you should stay away from that version. I won't get into it in this video, but the reason I chose Majora's Mask over Ocarina of Time is because, listen, I feel like Ocarina of Time is a very easy game. Even the quote-unquote hardest area of the game, which is the Water Temple in Ocarina of Time, I personally believe that the Water Temple is way easier than the Water Temple in Majora's Mask. I think that Majora's Mask will give you a bigger challenge, since you have that time constraint. It's a lot more creepy. I personally believe that Majora's Mask is the better game out of the two. And the music is amazing. And one big thing that I believe that separates Majora's Mask from Ocarina of Time is the side questing. The side quests in Majora's Mask are insanely good. They're really good. They're really intricate. They're really deep and emotional. I love this game. This game has a lot of dark themes behind it, but I believe that everybody, if you're a fan of video games, you should play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. The boss fights in this game are hard. And in my humble opinion, I know I just said this, but I believe that the Great Bay Temple is the hardest dungeon in Zelda history. I think that it's a million times harder than the Water Temple. The boss is really hard, and yeah, that's pretty much it. That was my little rant, but yes, I believe that everybody should play The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. Before I end the video, my honorable mention for 5 games that you should play was, I was going to put Pokemon Emerald on this list. I believe that game is very good. Chef's kiss. But that is going to do it for this video. If you like this video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe for more top 5s, even though this wasn't a top 5. And remember, this is my opinion. This is my opinion. But if you like retro video games, video gaming content, anime, sports, music, all that type of stuff, Don't forget to leave subscribe and comment down below some games that you believe that I should play. But that's pretty much it for the video, man. Ramen out. Peace.